My mother always tells me to smile and put on a happy face. She told me I had a purpose to bring laughter and joy to the world. Hey, stop them! Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Many actors, one way or another, have been drawn to the idea of playing Joker. The Joker has always been the most famous villainous nemesis to Batman in the past, including Heath Ledger, who actually won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor posthumously for The Dark Knight. His Joker was much more of an anarchist, much more serious here. But now, well, Joker has gone over the edge. In the new origin story, Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix, who from this moment on owns this role, it is a very dark look into the mind of madness here, and how this character of Joker, how this clown came about.
Arthur, I have some bad news for you. This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
His real name, Arthur Fleck. He lives at home with his mother in a dilapidated apartment. He even bathes her at different times. She's got her own mental problems, as does her son. It is the weirdest mother-son relationship I've seen on screen since Norman Bates in Psycho. Nevertheless, this is his life. He works as a party clown at a place, kind of a crummy job that he has here. His colleagues even make fun of him, as does a lot of people along the way, sadly for Arthur. He is in his own world, but he sees greater things for himself. But he can't pull himself sometimes out of this deep, deep darkness. He keeps a journal, which is really scary to look at. And in these times, when we've seen so many of these loners out there who go and commit heinous crimes, this movie takes on more urgency and much more timeliness than I ever anticipated from something coming out of the DC factory. This shows how the line between these comic book characters and real life is crossing now, and it's scary and it's absolutely fascinating to watch. And in the hands of Joaquin Phoenix, it really soars. He has really created this character, and we have seen Joker so many times, but we have never seen him like this, in a very kind of real streetwise situation here, as he lives in Gotham, a dark town here that does not have any room for the Arthur Flecks of the world. He sees that. Society sort of looks away and doesn't help its mentally ill when they say that this may be the prime reason for all of the shootings and things we have. This movie has a lot to say. It's very effective on a social way here that I really was riveted to. And also in the movie, surprisingly, is Robert De Niro playing a Johnny Carson type talk show host named Murray Franklin. Arthur / Joker is fascinated by him, goes to the show, actually gets picked out of an audience for a little session on the show. And later, after a video of him doing some very bad stand-up comedy routines goes viral, he even gets an invite to the show. All of this is weaved in and out of the situations that he has in his own life as it goes progressively downward.
For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed. But I do. And people are starting to notice.
Yes, this movie is extremely violent in points. Violence for a point, though, I would say. But very well made here by Todd Phillips, best known for the Hangover movies, and here taking comedy, or what you want to laugh at but feel very uncomfortable, right to the edge. This movie has so much more on its mind than the average so-called comic book movie, and Phillips and his co-screenwriter Scott Silver actually dig right into it and find it. It's fascinating stuff. but at its heart is Joaquin Phoenix, and he has created a memorable character, folks. This one will be remembered at awards time. There is no question about it. I was really impressed with Joker. I think you will be too, and I say, go.